Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today joining us at Rotherham Golf Club, we're one of our professional team members, Dave. Well, we're going to be having a look at our GC quad, which we've just set up, because I think it's very important for you guys. You know, obviously going into winter, a lot of people will be going to the indoor golf simulators, but quite often don't know how to navigate through, you know, obviously Foresight technology. And this is something I've used for a few years. I know you used it with
absolutely.
the ex-pro Natalie, and you know, obviously a lot you can do with this system. And I'm going to show you three of the best features, or the features that we use most often here. Obviously, when we're teaching, we're doing distance gapping and things like that. And I think it's very important for you guys, whether it's Rotherham that you come to. Obviously, I'll put some prices in the description below on our contact number if you want to book in here. But it might be another, you know, obviously indoor simulator somewhere. And quite often, I think they go wasted, these things.
Yeah, there's a lot more data on there than what we use. I think we generally only skim over the surface of what it can offer us. And certainly for the average, all golfers, there's data on there that we should consider and incorporate in our golf.
And I think to get the most accurate data, there's a few key tips that we're going to obviously teach you today to sort of give you, the most accurate data and make the most of, you know, coming into the swing room and using these facilities. So if we start by looking at the improved section, you're going to get your Foresight range. Now, I think this is ideal for anybody that wants to just have a bit of a warm-up. You know, we offer warm-up sessions here for £15. You know, if you get to the golf club 30 minutes before you're playing, it's raining, it's not too nice, you want to come in and just have a little warm-up. If you go on the Foresight range, now the important thing to do on here is you could quite easily hit some balls on this 350-yard range, but you're not going to get the most accurate data unless you set the green to where you're actually intending on aiming. So, Dave, what have you got in your hand at the minute?
7-iron.
And how far would you tend to carry your 7-iron?
156-ish.
Right. So if we put a green at 150 then, and you hit a ball for us. So Dave's a good low handicap golfer, aren't you? What's your actual handicap at the minute?
My swing. 1 plus 1.1.
And just hit another one. So you've actually hit that a little bit further, haven't you, by the looks of things. But the ball is going to react differently when it hits the green than if it were to hit the fairway. So when it reacts, say how it's spun, you've even seen the pitch mark there on the green. If we'd not set that green, Dave, you could have landed on the fairway, it could have rolled 15, 20 yards, and you get out on the course, and you're thinking you're hitting a lot further than you actually are.
Well, that's actually new to me, because until you told me about that, I've just been using the long settings and hitting the club. So useful to know, thank you.
What other clubs have you got in your bag?
Wedge and 5 I've brought with me.
Right, let's have a...
It's up to you.
Let's have a go with your wedge. How far would you usually carry your wedge?
124, 25.
So let's then leave the green where it is. So we'll do a bit of a comparison. So if you hit this and it lands on the fairway, let's see what distance, total distance you get compared to green. A great strike. So that's gone 137. Now we're going to bring that green in. And what would you say you normally carry it?
Well, I'd say ordinarily about 127-ish.
127. So we're going to bring that green into 120. And then let's see what total distance you get. Because I would imagine you might get a bit of backspin if you strike this well with a wedge. Or at least it'll stop pretty quick. Let's have a look. Great shot. So 130. So not too bad, but it definitely pulled up a lot quicker when it hit the green than the fairway.
Absolutely.
We have got a bit of light in studio today, and that's just because we're filming. We'd usually have these blinds closed to get a bit better clarity on screen. But moving on to a feature that, obviously, Dave, you were new to this, weren't you? Yeah,
absolutely, yeah.
It's called Know Your Numbers. It's a great distance gapping test. It makes things really simple for when you come to the end of the test, you know, conclusion-wise.
Yeah.
Have you just got 3 clubs in studio today?
Yeah.
What clubs did you bring again?
3, 5, 7 and wedge.
Let's use wedge and 7 as an example then. So assuming Dave's only got 2 clubs in his bag, is it a pitching wedge?
Yeah, pitching wedge.
We're going to go shortest iron to longest iron. So obviously you can work up into your longer clubs. and we're going to go professional balls because we're using a premium ball. And we'll just run you through this feature. So if you can just hit a few balls again, Dave,
sure.
Starting with your pitching wedge. Again, let's bring that green in. Let's get this data as accurate as possible. So we'll bring it into 120.
Right, happy?
Yeah. So what it's going to do now, it's going to when Dave's hit 3 good strikes, it's going to ask him to move on, and it's going to work out an average sort of distance between 3 shots. Now this knows about sending us a strike. So if you hit and miss it, it's going to discount that miss it. Great strike again. It's another green. Well done. So we should have enough strikes now. Well done. Good shot. So let's see what it says. Right, 3 shots captured. Keep hitting if you want to hit some better shots. Or are you happy with that?
Yeah, we'll take those.
Right, so we're going to move on then. Oh, maybe I missed the opportunity there. Oh no, here we go. So select shots. So, I mean, pretty consistent within sort of 6 yards between good and bad. So we're going to go to next club and we're going to zoom through these 3 shots with your 7-iron. What would you say you carry your 7-iron, Dave?
155, 56-ish.
Let's put that green at 150. Select shots. Again, Dave's within 6 yards between his best and his worst. So we're going to go to next club, and that's it. You've hit all your clubs in the test. Let's view report. So it's brought up Dave's averages: 124 with his pitching wedge, 155 carry with his 7-iron. How do you feel about that? Is that where you would have put yourself?
Yeah, I think it is. It's where I thought the numbers were. I mean, that second one on the 7-iron kind of caught it a little bit thin.
Yeah.
And that would have probably shown on the spin as well.
Yeah, so for demonstration purposes, we've sort of rushed through that a little bit to show you what report it brings up. Dave, knowing that he hit one thin, would have probably hit a few more balls. You can email this report to yourself. You can print it. You can save it. I'm going to exit on here. And show you a little bit more. So this is the big feature that a lot of people really like to use. It's play, and we're going to have a game. Now we have got more options of courses, but at the minute we've just got the one here. So if you've not got a great deal of time, I always suggest, Dave, if you're trying to play 18 holes with 2 people, you need 2 hours.
Yeah, I agree.
If you're on your own, you can get it in 1.5 hours. If you've just got an hour spare, just select the front 9. So we're just going to play a couple of holes. And we'll take the front 9 out. So we're actually deleting the front 9 and we're just going to play the back 9. So then if you select your conditions, you can change to sort of windy conditions. I like to set auto putting. I don't think the putting is so realistic.
Yeah, the short game is the little chipping around the green is always a little bit tricky on these. But
so in rules, we're going to go gibbies within 6 foot. What else have we got? Stroke play, pin placements normal, and then players with input off the tees Dave wants to play off. We'll play off whites. What's your handicap, Dave?
+1.
So
plus 0.
I don't think it'll let us do +1. We'll have to put you off scratch, and we'll just put Dave's name in here. Do you want to play a hole together? Have you got your driver?
No.
Do you want to borrow mine and we'll have a little match? We'll have 1 hole. We'll have a 1 hole match. So add player. So it's loaded up. If you want to have a little bit of a look at the hole, we can do a flyover. So we've seen there's a pond there now. It's a bit of a dog leg. Wow, that's some hole, isn't it?
It's a great opening hole.
So let's have a look at sort of like landing areas. Right, so you can see we've got the dog leg here. You can actually move your cursor around. That's going to tell you how far we've got to the dog leg. So you've got 274 to the run out. if you slice the ball, you can set the cursor further to the left here, Dave, or if you were to draw it, you can set it down the right. So do you want it down the middle? Or do you want...
let's take it down the middle if I'm using your
So that's got the marker pole now in the middle of the fairway. And yeah, it's your honour.
Cool.
Great shot.
Oh, that's that high right with thicker grips.
It's lovely around that corner. It's worked out lovely for you.
It's worked out well.
Sit down. Oh no.
That's miles.
Just overrun the fairway. Course management's let me down a bit, Dave.
Is it a par 5?
Oh, it's me still. It's me. Sorry, I'm chipping out, aren't I? So let's have a look where I can see. That's directly to the green, which is going through the trees. Oh, actually, yeah, I could probably get that way, but couldn't I? Could probably cut it. So if I aim here, so I don't have to take the trees on it and play a fade.
Yeah.
That's the line. Sit down. Now that is the best shot you're going to see today.
That's a shot.
It's just green side, and the pressure's on, Dave.
Cut it up a bit. Oh, too much.
It's not bad.
Get over.
It's over. I think we're pretty much in a similar position. That's a great shot. If you'd have got on green, it'd have given you an auto-calculated putt. We've both missed, so we're both chipping on, so it's going to become a game of Sevi, I think. Who can get closest, and the guys at home have seen my chipping, so I think you're a bit favourable.
Is that?
So it is on me. I've got 25 yards. Don't be long.
Oh, he's played a worldie. He's played a worldie. God damn.
It's stiff.
Good shot. As much as it
pains
me to say good shot.
What did Dave have? I bet you've got about 20 yards. You were a little bit closer, I think. 21 yards.
21 yards. So
No
based
pressure,
on
Dave.
what you was hitting there.
A couple of thousand people watching. Big gallery.
I'll sneak the nose of pressure. Oh, pulled it. Oh, I'm way long. Very mediocre.
Dave, thank you.
Thank you very much.
I think I picked the right opponent. I'm joking.
Oh, you played well.
But yeah, simply just to make you aware, we are open at Rotherham Golf Club. But if you are using a Foresight Golf Simulator to get the most out of it, certainly suggest moving your pin positions. Certainly just having a look at know your numbers.
Yeah, absolutely.
And when you are obviously playing golf, always think about your start line. You know, if you fade the ball, it's no good just going with the automated, straight down the middle line, because that can often put you in trouble, as you saw with me, really. Obviously I went straight through the fairway, didn't think about the run out, and totally got caught out.
It was a great second shot, mine.
But looking forward to obviously getting our first customers out. We're gonna run a bit of a weekly competition as well. So it'll be £5 entry. It's going to run Monday to Sunday, and we'll have a nearest pin. So it'll be £5 for free shots, and the winner's going to get a total payout in credit on their accounts.
That's a good idea, isn't it? It's a good idea. Going on from last winter when the weather was so bad, courses were suffering. So these things are a great, they're not a complete replacement, but a very good substitute. And you can learn a lot from these as well. Play with club data, club distances. But it's good fun.
Get in the comments, guys, if you've enjoyed meeting Dave and you want to see us have a bit of a game out on the course. Obviously, we'll have a match, and I'm sure he'll give me a lot better game on course.
I'll have my own clubs.
That's one thing for sure. That's not done you justice, because Dave's always putting for birdie.
Oh, I don't know about that.
We'll see you in a few days' time, guys.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Cheers, Gary.